Hello there. Welcome everybody to Handelabra Live, aka Spirit Island Tuesday special special preview. Don't worry, Spirit Island Saturday is not going anywhere. Logic Dolphin, I'm not taking your stream away. Just thought that would be a fun thing. I wanted to use the old Spirit Island Saturday carousel there at the start. So hey, why not Spirit Island Tuesday? We'll be getting Horizons available for previewing on Saturdays soon too, so don't worry about that. If you are tuning in and you haven't been on Handelabra Live for a while or you're brand new, welcome. We are doing a special preview of Horizons of Spirit Island today. That's been in development. We're going to be showing some new spirits and not some new boards yet today, but the spirits, which are, I think, the most exciting part is the spirits. Boards are nice, but spirits are better. So that should become Spirit Island Wednesday, Spirit Island Thursday, Spirit Island every day. Why not? Yes, welcome to everyone in the chat, and thanks Logic Dolphin for 4 years of subscribing. That is amazing. 4 whole years. Your subscription is going to preschool starting now. New spirits. 10% alcohol by volume. All right, let's get right into it. Of course, Handelabra Live and Handelabra Games believe in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. So anyone actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another. Should be no problem with the community we have, which is excellent. So I'm going to play 2 boards and spirits and see what we get if we pick low complexity, because all the new spirits are low complexity, and we'll take a random adversary. Well, looks like it's core game only, friends. All right, shout out in the chat which new Horizon spirit you want to see, and they will be paired with, let's say, River for this first game. We'll go with 1 familiar and 1 new. So the spirits available are Devouring Teeth Lurk Underfoot, Eyes Watch from the Trees, Fathomless Mud of the Swamp, Rising Heat of Stone and Sand, and Sunbright Whirlwind. We've got 2 for mud. No, 1 mud, teeth, eyes, sunbright, eyes again, and mud, mud, mud. I think it's going to be eyes. The googly eyes. So let's have a look at Eyes Watch from the Trees. So we have some story flavor here, and some setup, putting into the jungle. Definitely a spirit that likes the jungle. Good against defending against ravages and steadily earning fear. And what it does is when it adds defend to a land, it gathers up to 1 Dahan into that land. Eyes Watch from the UK. So the innate power is a pretty easy to get defend right off the bat, and one of the power cards is quite a strong defend, and then we have some other management cards here as well that play quite well into their innate. You can easily get to the 3rd innate by just playing all the cards. Defend 12, you don't really super need that, but it could come up later. And yeah, the presence tokens, none of the things are final, but the googly eyes are kind of fun. We'll see what we end up with, but that's kind of fun so far. So let's go Sweden, as the randomizer said, and let's knock it up to Sweden, say Sweden 2. Just make it a little interesting. And why don't we put a prediction here? So, will Eyes and River prevail? Yes or no? Feel free to get your predictions in. You can win some Handelabra points, which you can use to become a guest on Spirit Island Saturday. You have to put an eyes emoji in every message. So, without further ado, let's get started. And feel free to put questions in the chat if you have questions about Horizons or other things about Spirit Island. Let me know. Let me know if the audio levels are good. I haven't really been looking at that. No one's complained. Looks like it's probably okay. So, but if it seems too loud or too quiet on the comparison between the game and my voice, if it's totally too quiet, then turn up your headphones. The audio sounds good too, Sparky Wolf. All right, so here Sweden has added their bonus city, and they have the extra blight from ravaging, and the blight moved on this board, I think. So, cool. So river's gonna river. That should be no problem. We have a build in the jungle. So one of the things we can do here with, I'm gonna forget the name all the time. Eyes watch from the trees. Eyes has a 1 damage at range 0, which is basically steam vents. So obviously this spirit is the best. Stream audio in general is quieter than other things you have. Is it just like this stream? I could just make the stream really loud overall for you, Dolphin. But I don't know. Try to keep it cool. It's tough to know like what's the normal dB that you should have on Twitch, right? Just this stream? Okay. Well, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I should have my bars higher. I could have my bars higher, but then I start clipping, so I don't do that. But there's probably an overall like audio level thing you can set, right? But maybe we'll talk about that another time. Yeah, feedback is good. You don't want actual feedback though. That would be bad. So let's go ahead and add presence. We want to get a sacred site closer to this problem area because we'll hopefully be able to defend it next turn. If we can get, we won't get to defend 6, but we'll be able to do better hopefully. So let's get into this land here, so at least we're next door. So these are our presence tracks here. We definitely want to get to 2-card plays. So let's do that. And we want an element, or getting towards 3-card plays, or we don't actually get any benefit from this next one, which is like, oh, I want a benefit. So yeah, 3-card plays, more energy. Let's take the element. Maybe we'll get some free cards. Ooh, thanks for the subscription, Spacehawk 007. Yeah, we got our googly eyes in play now. So we're gonna play the Steam Vents card right here. Where was this person with the hoe and the bag? They're gone. Oh no. And let's play a free card. We don't need to defend this turn, so let's play this. That's gonna get us our defend. We don't have to play another card, but I want to play another card. This lets us make some fear and get some Dahan in there for next turn. And river. River's gonna river. We can take care of this build. That build's probably just gonna, or that ravage is probably just gonna happen. So we'll just do the things we do to get ready. I'm probably gonna get in here so I can see the back door. There aren't eyes on the physical disc? Aren't there? Oh, you mean like on the tabletop? You can't see them zoomed out, but when you look closely, perhaps you can see some eyes watching from the trees. So let's play River's Bounty. We can make Dahan in here if we want. We happen to find a defend card next turn. Or we could get, actually we could get defend from this, right? That's a good idea. And wash away is always helpful. I actually realize I'm not close enough to affect this land now, which is a problem, but also we'll just block a build in sands or mountain instead if it comes up, or yeah, so that's fine. We'll take a blight there, probably. And we can put a defend. We can draw some Dahan towards where we want. Let's put Dahan in here. No eyes emoji here. Colon eyes colon, but without those spaces. Okay, so now it is here, gather up to 3 Dahan. Oh, I can't use that there because it's range 1 from the jungle. Ah! Well, we can do it here. That's enough. And let's do... Yeah, we can stop all of these mountain builds up here with our... Okay, so I'm just going to push them all into this sands. What could possibly go wrong? And River's Bounty is going to go here, so we can... I think just the one is fine. Then we can defend it with our power over here. And actually, we can hop into here. Oh wait, this is range 1 from... This is range from a sacred site, right? Yeah, so that doesn't quite work, does it? If we play Flash Floods, we could do 1 damage here, and that's enough defense if we get to the 4. We would need to get a power card that matches up if we do that. And be able to play 3 cards. We don't have enough energy. Oh, we get 1 energy. Okay, we need a free card with Plant. And Moon. Alright, it's getting to be a little trickier to kind of try to assume we're getting that level of innate, but let's see. I don't think we can assume that. What would we do instead? I mean, we can try for it, and we'll do something else if we don't get it. Sure, why not? Oh, no, we got Sun and Plant. But we could use this to push away enough guys that it doesn't blight. Right? So, we also got Steam Vents, though. Steam Vents, though, I think we want the air here. Sort of want the air. We want the plant more. I think this is pretty good with all the Dahan movement we have. So let's add a presence, and doesn't super matter where we put it here, I don't think, because we're going to be using Call to Isolation here to push out 2 invaders, and we'll defend 2 there. Oh, except we don't even have the plants if we don't. Yeah, we have to play that. Well, no, we can play it. Okay, we can play it. Okay, so where do we go? I want to be in a jungle. I want to be in that land. Yeah, I need to be in jungles for my other card. Play all these 3 cards. We get defend 2, which is enough here with Call to Isolation because we get 1 more Dahan in there. Okay. Fine. And we get to defend this. So that's just going to blight here. That's okay. We'll just allow the blight so that river can keep rivering. And river can like help out by doing wash away and stuff on these places. Maybe we go down through here to get to these places. Wetlands. We can play these 2 and our free card. That's good. Flash Floods is not really doing anything, but let's gather. And then Call to Isolation goes here. We send, I think we just make like a horrible land here, probably. Fine to just make a horrible land there. This could still be a problem, but we're gonna hope it's not a problem. Let's give 3 energy over here. That seems awesome. And Flash Floods. We just stop a build here, I guess. That's the best thing we can do with it. And defend 4. We could pay an energy, but we don't have an energy. We don't need to gather any Dahan, so let's leave them. Alright. We're doing stuff. The eyes don't appear on stream, but they do on your end. I don't have BTTV or FFZ, so I don't know. I'm just on a regular browser on Twitch. So maybe something to do with the Twitch chat thing. Is the Twitch chat showing up on the stream, by the way? Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Farmers seek the Dahan for aid. The Dahan are uncertain whether to teach the invaders farming techniques more in tune with the island's life. You recommend they spurn or teach. Always be spurning. So spurning would say 2 damage to Dahan and land with both, so we could say this land or that land. Add blight to a land with at least 2, which there isn't. Over here there is because we foolishly put cities there. Here, the damage would happen here, but they have minus health, so it would still work. Yeah, always be spurning. So on this board, it has to be here. And this board, we can choose. Let's choose there. All right, so they blighted there, and we add disease to half of the boards, rounding up. Add disease to land with both, and do 2 damage to Dahan. Yeah, so that's. We don't want to pick here because we want that city to die. So I'm gonna click here because we don't need the extra Dahan there now. For Dahan, we'll make more. Hey, we got a fear card. The invaders go to the wetlands. So this ravage is potentially rough, but since that extra blight was there that I wasn't planning on that being there. 2 damage. 2 damage, huh? Seems like a good place for 2 damage. Oh, 2 damage would be great here. I can't reach it. Pushing 2 explorers towns here I think we want to do because we actually have to try to defend this next turn now. And gather up to 2 Dahan. Let's do that in here. Come to me, Dahan friends. Alright. The minus healths go away, sadly. We didn't have a million damage powers. So here we need to reclaim, there we need to reclaim. Let's reclaim, and we could take a major here with 4+1, but we have enough expensive cards that I think we'll not do that this turn. We're not getting our elements again. Range +2 with all their powers. I don't think that does a whole lot. We can get to defend 4, right? Yeah. So we can gather the town in there potentially with Gold's Allure. The elements aren't good. We're not going to play it this turn anyways, right? Just take the card that has plant on it, I think. Because we kind of have to play our 2 moon cards. Well, not, we could play that one. Oh, we need, yeah, and a plant card. So the only mountain that's ravaging is this one. It's just the problem one. I'm not actually in anywhere where that does anything, so maybe that's not important. This can help us push away stuff that gets built. Or explorers. I just need another plant. So it's one of these. Jungle wetlands remove blight. There isn't blight in jungle wetlands where we can see, is there? 2 damage is fine. Yeah, 1 damage at range 0 actually doesn't do anything at all. So we'll do that. So that's going to get us defend 4 in here, which might be enough. Might be enough. Let's get a miner for river. Defend 6. Fortunately, it's too far away. None of these have sun and water. One of them has only sun. Enticing Splendor is pretty good, though. We can take that. We can stop both of these builds if we want. Or we could let them build. But I'm okay with stopping them and making more Dahan. We don't get our next innate because we used Enticing Splendor, but that's okay. I don't think we risk the Blight there. We'll gather with this, and let's defend. I can't reach that with the defend because I don't have a Sacred Site. OMG, what am I doing? Oh, really? Okay. So that's not good. I need a Sacred Site. One of those was... Yeah, okay. Let's change this to Reaching Grasp, but Reaching Grasp is not gonna, there's not gonna be enough defend. Unless we pull out the... I just don't want that Cascade. Alright, so we can use Enticing Splendor to prevent... and that to prevent the Cascade. Seems like a whole lot of work to stop one Cascade, but... And then we have to do these cards that have the right elements on them. Seems like a lot of work, but let's see. I pulled a Seamus. Well, I didn't get to the slow phase with it, so that's different. Oh, this is range 0 as well. That's range 0 as well. What if I just do this with Reaching Grasp? I guess that's what I have to do, isn't it? That's gross. Alright. So that's what we're doing, turns out. So let's, instead of doing Flash Bloods, let's do this instead. Let them build. Let them build. Ha ha ha. We could remove the Blight. That's actually a safer move, right? Because there might be something like cities get plus damage or whatever. I guess that's still enough. They wouldn't attack for more than 7. But if there's a Blight there already, may as well remove the Blight. And I get to do this for no reason. Add Explorer to land without invaders or Dahan. And then each beast destroys an Explorer. Hey, that stops the build there. So we can put the Explorer here, and he's going to get killed by the beast. Each Dahan with at least 3 Dahan amongst lands may use a slow power now instead of later. That also stops the build. Alright, we need to add an Explorer. There's no place where, like, we can make it interesting, so let's go here. All right. Yeah, we can just push this one guy. Yeah, there's no place where we can actually make use of Dahan right now. If we shared a land, I could River's Bounty and get Dahan into the Island, but alright. Push up to 2 from an inland land. That doesn't do anything, does it? Like we can move them somewhere, but I think they're fine. They're fine. Alright, blight happened. 1 town was built. They go back to the mountains. They do not convert any Dahan. That's the escalation, right? Yeah. They don't even see this mountain. Okay. So, we don't want this to be going wild here. I can get more Dahan into there. It's going to be useful for... I guess there's a Ravage coming here, isn't there? So we'll leave that one there. Oh, there isn't going to be a Ravage if we push them away. Yeah, let's just push them away. Push them into here. And then put all the Dahan in here. I'll try to blow them all up. And wash away can stop a build. Here's best. And River's Bounty can make some Dahan somewhere. Maybe we'll make more Dahan up here. Alright. So, River can gain a power card and play 4 cards. Minor power seems okay still. Mountain Jungle Defend 3. That's good for later. That's a great card for this spirit to get. I should have clicked that spirit first. That has water on it. And it's awesome, by the way. And I have 2 sun all the time. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna click on. Add a presence at range 2. Let's get into this troublesome mountain. We can make more Dahan and stuff like that. We have 1 energy left, so we can go River's Bounty. Why not? We get 2nd level innate, and we can start moving up the energy track a little bit. So down here we have the Ravage is actually completely blank, and we have 2 towns being built. So we don't have to defend this turn. We could hop up here. Actually, 1, 2, 3. No, we can't reach there. It's too far. We need to have a sacred site next door to do our defend. So let's put our sacred site in there, I guess. So I think we just add presence here. Maybe we get ready to take a major power soon. Go into a jungle. And then make a sacred site here. And we'll play cards for elements if we need them. Yeah, we don't really need to defend this turn, so maybe we don't even play these 2 cards. It costs us 1 energy. We get 1 fear, so it's not terrible. We get another fear from this, so okay, 1 energy for 2 fear. That's probably okay. We can destroy an explorer somewhere too. Aha! Boon of Vigor. Yeah, let's definitely go for major power next turn. Growth through sacrifice. We can put that over to Watchful Eyes. Could put on River and do it there, but I think let's do it there. Destroy that. And And we can do it here. Make a sacred site. We like sacred sites. And flash floods. Actually, we could take out the city by doing this. And massive flooding will kill the city and push the rest. And actually, we don't have to defend it next turn, so why are we even bothering? Defend. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we can use this on... We can, like, put defend in here and, like, have guys get killed, basically. So, like, put defend in here. And bring Dahan, with which we use them for call to isolation. And send them over here, and then defend the land and bring them back. Like, we can do that. Let's do that. Defend 4 is enough. You don't need the extra Dahan. So I think we just hit finish. Alright. There's a question. Did I miss questions? I think that's the only question. Is Tipping Point going to be retired in digital? So the changes that have been announced about the physical version of the game are going to come to the digital game, probably in Jagged Earth. So watch out for that. I don't remember all the details of all the things, but digital actually made some of those changes first. They've already several events were not in the digital version, and they've been retired, or they're going to be retired from the physical game. So the idea is that the digital version is, you know, equivalent to the physical version. So rising interest in the island. We can ignore the curiosity or weave lies. We have air. We have 2 air. We have air we could forget. We have lots of energy. Each town city does +1 damage. That doesn't do anything because we have enough defend up there. So I think we can weave lies. Does that give us a terror level? It does as well. So, okay. Weave lies. So let's forget this card that we don't super need in our discard pile. And just pay a couple energy. Always be weaving. Now we add beast to a jungle without blight. 1 fear if invaders are present. But here. And here. I like fear. Add wilds to align with Dahan. I like to choose an empty land if we can. So like, I mean, this one's going to be empty soon. But let's click here. And here, yeah, that land is empty, so let's click there. Remove 1 from an inland land. Hey, look at that. No build for you. And probably no, I want to remove it from here because those Han are in danger of conversion by Sweden. So let's do that. They ravage to their death. They build a town. They explore coastal lands. Not there. The ritual is complete. Okay. Here, our plan was to use this here, but we don't have a sacred site, so we can't. So, hold a Seamus. That's all right. We'll just use it here. And a huge waste. Fine. Fine. It's not the end of the world. We just didn't kill an explorer or whatever. Maybe 2 explorers. Just 1 explorer, actually. That's the only thing. Played against Sweden 5 on Saturday. Never headed to the Han conversion. Very nice. Well, we're still going to be fine with this Ravage, right? It's 7 damage. We can probably defend 6 relatively easily. Even we can defend 8 with that by paying an energy if we make sure to save an energy, which we'll definitely remember to do. Let's make Dahan. Is there any place where Dahan want to be? I mean here, but they're already there. So Wetlands hasn't come up yet. Let's bring these Dahan because they're not doing anything back there. And they won't be. Alright, we're going to reclaim up here. And I really want to have a sacred site next to this, but I didn't do that. Ooh, Lure of the Unknown. Also Song of Sanctity, which is sort of useful. Good elements, that's the main thing. I do like Lure of the Unknown. Why didn't this spirit get Lure of the Unknown? It would be so good. So good. Let's take the elements card. And do something. All right, let's pick down here. We want to reclaim and get a major card because we have a lot of energy. Indomitable Claim. Twisted Flowers has excellent elements for us. It is expensive. I think we could make it work though. If we play that and we're still getting +2 energy, so we should be okay. Let's forget this. Does this do anything for us? Not really. Indomitable Claim would probably be like the best choice, but we can use this to defend. We can also play another. Well, yeah, we're gonna get like the threshold, and this is like all the time. We're always gonna get the threshold on that, right? Like that's the exciting thing. We'd have to not play that to get the threshold, but we get defend 6 just from that, which almost probably defends that. So, and we can make it more sure by playing Flash Floods if we want. We could also make it more sure by doing Grosser Sacrifice and preventing the Cascade, which I kind of like better. I mean, could do both. I could also... Can't do that anymore. We don't have range for that. I need a sun and a water with 2 card plays. I think I can manage that. Do I want Song of Sanctity? Either jungles come up or it removes the blight. It's jungle or sands 50-50 here. No. Jungle, sands, wetlands left. So that might do something. It definitely removes a blight, right? So. And Boon of Vigor is nice for the other spirit, for eyes to just play that all the time. Play Twisted Flowers, which is a super good card powered up. So I think this is fine. We can Grosser Sacrifice on ourselves this time. Delete a presence. Remove the blight again and start getting some energy. And Boon of Vigor over here. So we're still like on the border, but if it blights, like, it's okay. We almost got a fear card. Cities 2+3 damage. That's not what I want. Do we ignore the contact because of that? We don't have a fear card. Oh, we do get a fear card. And we can put disease there. It's just a blight. I'll Always be cursing. Aided by sun. We have 4 sun. We can discard a flash floods. Pay 2 energy. Yeah, I'm cursing. Always be cursing. Discard a flash floods. I don't think I want to forget it just yet. And let's each pay 1 energy. Okay. Let's add disease in here and in there. Let's see, maybe the fear card will help us. Right now there is 10 damage in there. Skip a build. Well, that didn't help. Oh well. The beast did things too. Now we can destroy. We do once again have not a sacred site there, which we were going to have, but we don't anymore. Oh, I want to click in here. Why is it not letting me assign the damage here? It should be letting me click to assign the damage. That's a thing. Well, we're gonna have to zoom in. We're also gonna get twisted flowers that we could use there. We probably will. Or maybe we'll use it there, because that seems bad. Alright, so Song of Sanctity missed because they didn't go jungle. Push up to 2. So this is doing... removing 2 invaders and doing 3 damage. And adding strike. It's kind of overkill in a lot of places. Probably best on sands here, right? That's a lot of fear. Add a strike to this guy. Remove these 2. And do 3 damage. I want the fear from destroying the city. And now there's just a striped explorer who can't build. I think we're okay there. So this, I think we just remove a blight. We have to have no explorers there. Yeah. That seems good. And we don't have a sacred site that can reach. We have a build in coastlands. Oh right, they didn't build, so the build got paused. Instead 2 damage, but we can't see things because we've been killing everything. Let's kill that guy. Hang on. Let's push this guy and then do the 2 damage there. Cool. Gather up to 3 Dahan. Okay, I'll gather up to 3 Dahan. 2 fear cards next turn. And River's Bounty would go here, but there's aren't enough Dahan around actually, so it doesn't do anything. So we just make it Base Hawk, welcome to my world. Yeah, I think that works. It works when you're using a power to deal damage, right? But maybe it doesn't work when you're ravaging. That's something that we should adjust if that's the case. All right. Here, we could play 4 cards if we do this. Except we don't need to defend. We could use it to remove Blight. If we want. Sure. Let's... I kind of want majors, but also I don't have a lot of energy. I'll have 3 after playing those. I guess there might be a cheap major. Let's check. Jungle Hungers. This spirit wants Jungle Hungers the most. I guess we can do Power Storm. We could take Jungle Hungers, we just don't get the threshold on it. We have presence in a jungle. We can have presence in a jungle. We could use it here. Sure. Maybe we can give it to the other spirit someday. Growth of Sacrifice actually helps trigger the threshold, doesn't it? Do we get the threshold? We get the threshold. Okay. Forget that. And get Growth of Sacrifice. Add presence in a jungle. That jungle? That jungle? Maybe that other jungle. The other jungle is better. It sees more things that are problems. Do we get the threshold on Jungle Hungers with River? Welcome to my world. Classic Shadows power. Well, it's classic Eyes Watch from the Trees power. Actually, classic River power. Classic River turn. Jungle Hungers threshold right away. We don't get the threshold on this, though. We get the threshold on this. But we needed it to get the threshold on Jungle Hungers as well. So over here, we don't have a Reclaim 1 space. So if we want to get our cool card back, we'd need to reclaim all. So I think we just add a power and presence here this turn, and next turn we'll reclaim. We could take a different major. We have 6 energy and 1 other spend, so actually, yeah, so Vigor of the Breaking Dawn, you say? That's pretty good. Entwined Power. Oh, that's how we get the cards. Except we don't get the threshold very often. But it's good element to get more cards, and it's cheap. So let's do that. And I don't want to forget these cards. They're real good. They're real good for us. We don't need our defend card now. Do we need it next turn? Do we need it this turn? We don't need it. Obviously, we don't need it this turn. I'm just gonna get rid of it. What could possibly go wrong? Getting rid of one of our best cards. It's fine. Let's put it into this jungle because we still have our jungle things. Oh, hey, we get to do our 1 damage. 1 damage. You're gonna build there. They're building in 2 lands right now. We can remove a blight. There. And we can remove blight here if we wanted to, or add presence. We could go to 3 energy, or 5 card plays, or more. Let's destroy this presence, right? We don't need that there now. And let's make this a sacred site. Entwined power. Let's take a minor power. There's not much blight left. Maybe, I don't know, poison dew. Not exciting. A defend card. It's fine. Yeah, Jungle Hungers is in the Power Progression deck for Shadows because, I mean, there is a plant in Shadows innate cards. The reason why the cards are what they are is because they just like took records of what people took in the playtesting games and used that, so there wasn't any like sort of, I don't know, it wasn't super heavily, they didn't spend a lot of dev time on it, basically, I guess is what I'm saying. So this is just fear, right? And there's no ravage, so put it there for no reason. I don't need to move Dahan around, so. Cultural assimilation! Oh no, my Dahan. The beast destroyed the town, so that's good. Defend 6 in coastal lands. No, I wanted them to build that city. I can use jungle hungers on the other land, I guess. Destroying all the explorers. I guess I can wash away all those guys into here and then jungle hungers it. Kind of funny. I don't even have my innate power. Yeah, I guess it's the wetlands is the best target here. Hey everyone, go to the mountain. It'll be nice. The jungle is hungry. All right. I think it's going to be okay. We have one Ravage that's going to blight. These guys are going to take care of themselves unless they get +1 damage, which they definitely will. And yeah, I think we reclaim. We gain a power card, just a minor. They are ravaging twice there, so we do want them to not, you know, blow it all up. Here we're reclaiming. Get another minor power. Hey look, elements we like. Okay. Let's see if we can defend this by clicking on cards that say defend. I guess like we can just defend 6 there. We have that card. But we can get Dahan there somehow. If we play that, we can get Dahan from like nearby. We don't have any Dahan there, and we want them to be there. I could also defend 10 if I had a Sacred Site there, which I don't. I mean, I could play this to reach the elemental threshold. That seems good. And that has 0 cost. I get the threshold on that as well. And I get defend 6, which should be enough there. Okay. So River doesn't care. River's just gonna river. Maybe I just like kill everything else. I don't know. Just play my starting cards because River's a boss like that. Have energy. Flash floods could take out this town, which is gonna die anyway. We need to move some Dahan close enough. We only can get 1 in the land. So put 2 over there. We only get to move up to 1 Dahan. Oh, also we just win the game. Whoops. Yeah, things seem to be pretty under control. All right, so that was the first preview of Eyes Watch from the Trees. Boogly, boogly, boogly. So, what was our score? 40 points. Not bad. We could do second wave. Now second wave is going to have 5 more spirits, so you can go to 17 waves. Imagine. Welcome, General Swampfox. All right, let's play another game. 2 boards and spirits. Low complexity. Random adversary. The game chose Devouring Teeth lurk underfoot, so we're going to go with that. And we got Prussia. Go Prussia 3. Bump it up a notch again. And so Devouring Teeth lurk underfoot. Feed me some wah asks, do the new boards have thematic sides? They do not, unless you have peeled your Horizons board apart to see if there's thematic art on the other side. I don't think there is. So. But if you do peel off the printing on your board to check, please send me a picture of what you see. Hank Royd says, I hate how you make it look so easy. It's just practice, so keep working on it. You'll get there. Joke asked, do we know when the DLC will be available? Well, it is not even in beta testing yet, so, and Peregrine asks the same thing. No projected release date, but it will be, as we announced, in this year, 2023. But as you can see, their spirits are working pretty well, and we are getting it into beta testing soon. There are several low-level things that need to be updated as well, similar to how Sentinels had to have a big system update. And so Spirit Island will need that as well. And there's, of course, 3 island boards that have to be added, which is a non-trivial amount of work for us. It might seem like that's just a JPEG, but there's a lot to do with setting up island boards in both 2D and 3D, so a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that I think we might have done on a dev stream or not, I'm not sure. So, so back to Devouring Teeth Lurk Underfoot. This spirit is a very offensive playstyle, unlike Earth. It likes being the same lands of invaders. It uses range 0 offense and defense. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It does a lot of damage. Its special rule is you get +1 damage, so that's pretty great. You just want a picture of a dang hot dog. Yeah, so the unique powers, target spirit deals +3 damage this turn, defend 9, but it sends the Dahan away, which is unfortunate. And this gathers things that you can then destroy with the ferocious rampage, so there's some good stuff in there. All right, let's get to it. We have a defense and we have an offense. Yeah, we have to update those complexity bars or whatever they're not set up right. Target spirit gains 3 vigor. I mean, Slay the Spire mod keywords are globally understood, I'm pretty sure. Not regular Slay the Spire keywords, only the ones from mods. Alright, they helpfully went into wetlands, which is not a land where we have Earth presence, but oh well. So we are going to deal with them. So this is Prussia. They have their escalation. They added the extra town, and they are going to be fast. So the invader deck has 1 more stage 1, and then stage 3 card, and right into stage 2. So things move fast. Vigor isn't a mod. I thought it. What's Vigor? Vigor's not in the game, right? I don't know. Ankroyd is, yeah. Akabeko gives you 8 vigor. Okay, fine. Akabeko is the one thing. Very well, very well. It is a very well understood that that's part of the core game and not a mod then. Oh, there's a watcher card that... Oh, there's a watcher card that gives you that. It gives you for your next attack. Okay, I never knew that it had a name. And it was just more damage effect. Yes. Okay, so this is going to be a bad land. We can probably skip that. We could do the first turn reclaim to get in here, set up the sacred site. I'm not opposed to that because we can just let that land go or skip it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get over into. I like taking the turn 1 energy. We're not going to need 2 card plays the following turn, right? I don't think. We wouldn't have enough energy to afford them anyways. And draw the fruitful earth. All right, so down here, we can get to 2 card plays right away, but it takes a long time to get to 3. So, and actually like Earth, every growth option here has add a presence. So that's nice. Except they're kind of in reverse, right? The ranges are in reverse, which is interesting. So what do we want to do here? We're not going to do this because we're not doing damage. We don't need to defend. So basically we can play these 2 cards. If we take energy, we want to do that. That can be good. Gather and do damage. So we can like gather up and explore and deal damage to it. I kind of like that. We don't need a sacred site. So we can get presence into here and defend it next turn. So let's do that. And let's play these 2 cards. And then we're all set. The buff is called Vigor. Yeah. Oh, the prediction. Right. We prevailed. Yes. Sorry. Let's make a new prediction. Sorry, I forgot. Will Earth and what's our name here? Let's hit undo before we know what happens. Devouring teeth. You say teeth? All right. Prediction is up. Sorry. I know Sparky Wolf just wanted to let it go and we'd forget and you wouldn't lose your points. All right, new prediction is up. Predict away. All right, no fast phase. They build. They love to build. And they explore the sands. So the lurking maw can be fed. So because we have +1 damage, this actually does 3 damage, right? So we can do this and bring a town if we wanted to, but just gather 1. I think I'd rather, I guess I could gather this town. Oh wait, it's 4 damage. It does do 4 damage, so we can, I think this guy in the blight is the priority here. Do that. Clear that out. And Earth can stop that build. Plus get Dahan in here. Except there's no Dahan nearby, which is annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. Why are there no Dahan around that land? Not the end of the world. Put him in here. We put him in here. Make 1 less damage in there, and we might be able to take care of that next turn, so let's bring the Dahan from here. I want to put 2 Dahan in the land with Blight because there's events that can help with that. We still could convert a Dahan with the event, which would suck, but we also have, if you don't have, we have this power which just is going to gather presence, which we kind of want. Like, we want to be in lands with invaders, so I'm going to move. That land kind of takes care of itself, so I'm going to move up there. All right. I guess we could have made a land with 3 Dahan, but there weren't, like, guys. RC asks, are all 5 spirits currently playable in the dev version? Yes, they are. So we'll be continuing to preview them on Handelabra Live and perhaps Spirit Island Saturdays as well. They're going to be in beta testing pretty soon. Okay, so here we can potentially gain a power card. This card we definitely want to play here. I mean, we don't have to, but it does prevent a blight, so that's nice. Up here we could stillness this, but it's just a blight. It's not so bad. We want to put presence down here, so we probably want to do this. Gain a power card. Pick a minor power. Fire in the sky. This is excellent for our elements. It doesn't do a whole lot, but you know what? There's gonna be blight, so let's start getting towards 2-card plays. I mean, we could just do that, but we won't get to do both. And there won't be blight where our presence is. If we do this, we could get the +5 damage. So the +3 damage. So we could do 5 damage with this regardless. Let's see what else we get. I think we're going to pull a power card here. And see. If we get good elements, could we? Yeah, if we get good elements, we could hit the damage here. So let's see what we get. We didn't get the elements we want, but we can stop builds with Call to Isolation. Or Disorienting Landscape, but that needs Sacred Sites, which we're not good at. So yeah, I think it's Call to Isolation, and we're going to play it because that can stop a city being built here, which is good. And let's add a presence. If we take the fire... Yeah, let's take the fire. And at least we get that for sure. I guess, yeah, because we probably aren't going to play that. We want to play this, so, okay. Then up here we actually don't really have to play a card. We could block a blight with that. Because we're basically, there's adding blight there and not adding blight there because we're going to defend it. So, sure, save a blight. It's not a cascade or anything, but you could also block the explorer in there, so that's something. Here, let's send this guy into here, I think. Yeah, no point putting him somewhere else. And let's push Dahan. An event says each city does +2 damage, which is fine because we have a big defend in here. And there it's being blocked. So we're adding disease, ignore disease this phase. So I want to get it, I think, into this land again. And probably this land. Problem land. And we get some fear, but not enough. Dahan defense doesn't defend, but reacts there. And they just build a town, so that's good. And here they're doubling up in the sands and coming into the mountains. So that's a lot. That's going to be a big build next turn. And yeah, that doesn't really do anything. I don't think I need to move presence. I could move this one, I guess, up here. Get ready for potentially a defend 9 there. I'm gonna hopefully let this Ravage take care of itself. I think we kind of have to hope for that. I don't know if we can get a Dahan in there. We could try gaining another power card, but I want to get presence into places. We're going to get to 2 card plays. Yeah, I think we need to get presence. Like this land is sorted. Do the little check marks. This land is probably sorted. This land isn't, but it's not gonna. It can be taken care of in some way. So we have ways. And yeah, I think I want to get presence into there. So let's do that. We can defend it next turn easily. So before we play, I think here we could either gain a power card and give the plus damage. And we could do the 5 damage here actually. That would solve that land, right? We just get some other power card. And we don't deal with that. I guess that's the problem. So it's whether we want to use our defend card here or maybe get a card that deals with it. Because right now they are blighting and killing all the Dahan, so it's not ideal. So let's go for the reclaim. And start getting more reliable damage. I could actually just use this instead of the defend to have an unreliable unreliable way to do it, which I think feels fine to me. We can't get our damage if we do that though, but that's very expensive. So what if we play that and like this to get them out of there? We don't want them to be cascading that. So doing the 5 damage here is pretty sweet. We get a repeat too. We can actually repeat Call to Isolation. So let's do that. I think. Let's do that. We get the threshold here. Fun fact, you can disable the thresholds on cards by right-clicking them when they're active and doing the thing. I'll show you later. So Call to Isolation, Gift of Strength is going to be either on... Yeah, this card is actually pretty good because we can pull from these 2 lands. Here we can push 2, send them maybe to the back corner, I guess. That should be taken care of. That should be taken care of. Fingers crossed, of course. And I think it's worth, I think we have to cross our fingers on that as opposed to anything else. So, and let's repeat this because we can deal with an extra land that way. And we'll finish using powers here because we can't reach with Call to Isolation anywhere else that we want. And +1 health, but not +1 damage. So that's good. And I played Ritual Destruction without the damage boost for some reason. That's fine. Each beast destroys an explorer. That stops builds. 2 builds. That's good. Add Dahan to coastal land with Dahan. I'm into that. It's gonna be here, and then between these 2, I guess it's here because these guys are fine. Your card says, remove more things. Explore or town from a land with disease. Yeah, it makes this land a little more manageable. And I think I'm going to prefer removing towns over explorers. Alrighty. And they explore in the wetlands, which is not ideal, but we're adding towns to lands without town. Actually very not ideal. This jungle, I guess. That blight's going away soon. But here we can't pick a jungle. It's gotta be, I guess it's gonna be this horrible land here. We have defend 9. Alright, we don't get to move to Han, unfortunately, so we're just doing 2 damage here, but that can stop this build. Does it do anything else somewhere else? I don't think so. Because of their +1 health, otherwise we'd probably destroy a town. And let's gather blight. So if you wanted to only gather blight, or you can disable threshold by clicking here. And that is your pro tip for the day. But I do want to do both. Most of the time I want to do both, so that's why that's the default behavior. So here we can gather up to 1. So yeah, I don't really want to bring them into the wetland, but I also don't want that cascade to be happening there, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I get to repeat it. So I kind of want to bring the other guy just to be double sure that they don't cascade there. But we have blight removal, so maybe we just be fully dangerous and do this. And here we can spread our presence out. We don't need sacred sites, and it's good for us to be with invaders, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Here we could not reclaim. We could put 4 defend there and get a new card. We don't actually have to make a sacred site here anymore. I think getting a new card is pretty good though. If we reclaim, what would we do? Not a whole lot different, right? So let's get a card. Minor? Major? Yeah, I don't have enough forget fodder yet. I would take a major, but that card is really good for the other spirit once again. 1 damage to each or defend 10. I guess it's just Gift of Power. We could do Infested Aquifers. It does kill a bunch of explorers there. Oh, it's range 0 though. I could add Disease. It's just kind of an unrollable card sometimes. Let's click that. It has more of our elements on it. And get energy. And play these. We're missing a sun. Okay. Over here, I think we can probably gain a power card, or we could gain energy. We could take a major here, because Call to Isolation isn't really in our wheelhouse. And we're getting good energy. We could also get up to +3 energy this turn. So I like that. Let's go major down here. Jungle Hungers, cast down an Indomitable Claim. Exciting. So right now the Ravages are covered by Earth up here. And there's 1 Blight down there. So we could get Indomitable Claim for that. Seems unnecessary, but also awesome. So let's click on it. And the threshold is almost never, like, important. It's like, the main effect is awesome. So let's add presence. We don't need sacred sites. We just want to be where invaders are and eat them up. We want energy. We're going to claim into here. And play another card. The other card is going to be something with inspire an animal. We get our innate with 1+1 damage, and this does a bunch of damage, which is going to be helpful somewhere, probably here. So we have all kinds of good stuff. All right, get in here. The extra fire doesn't do anything this turn, so let's get more energy so we can keep playing our cards. And here we can block that, hopefully. Cities do +3 damage, so that doesn't block that anymore if we always be cursing, which is fine. It's just a blight. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I think we just take the blight. We lose a presence. It's not a big deal. Curse the tongues. We have to pay for it. Paying for it is hard. Paying for it is actually pretty hard. We could forget stillness or rituals, and I wouldn't have a card with damage on it. Sure. We can discard that and reclaim next turn, at least. And let's forget Rituals of Destruction and pay 1 energy. Okay. Add disease, because it's going to be here. And has to be with the city. Yeah, okay. Here again. Always be cursing. Oh no, blight. Invaders do not build anything, but there are a whole bunch of them there. Ah, the mountains again. They're really hammering on the mountains, but we can safely put stuff into sands now. Actually, that ravage is going to be fine, right? Put a town there. And put a town here, I guess. There's already a bunch of towns in the back. It's not going to make a difference. Just not with blight, probably is better. All right, so we can get a minor power, any spirit, not just me. I'm down cards. 3 damage to explorers and towns only. There's 4 damage, so I can kill the towns here. I think I want to do that. And then just do 2 damage only here. All right, and gifted power. We're reclaiming on both sides, so I guess it's might be better for Earth to get this. Elemental boon. Do I want something with elemental boon? We match on Earth. That's kind of it. Compassing Ward is pretty decent for Devouring Teeth with their mobility. The elements are good. I'm okay with that. Probably for the, not this turn, but the next turn. Maybe, or for stage 3 coming up pretty soon. It's going to be useful. We could not reclaim, but I think we're reclaiming. Let's get presence into this ugly mountain. I'm gonna go up to 6 + 6 energy. And play Absorb Essence and Guard the Healing Land could block this Ravage, right? Oh, it's 5 damage, so yeah, it could. I think we get the repeat if we do that. We don't if we play Stillness, so I think we go that way. It's not as for sure, but it might work. And over here, we're reclaiming and adding presence at range 0. Guess we can make a sacred site here. Try to get up to more card plays soon. And we can defend 9 there, so that's fine. And I guess I could play Indomitable Claim and make like a big presence stack there. It is good for accelerating presence. Let's see if it does use up all my energy though, right? If I do this, I get that level of the innate, which is a lot more damage. So I kind of like that. That's 4 damage. I like that better. Alright, let's defend there, and we can repeat. I guess it's going to be me repeating Absorb Corruption, which doesn't really do anything. But maybe there'll be Blight from the event card, so. And here, defend 9. Alright. Oh no, my Dahan! This one. And something else turned into a town? I didn't see. Push up to 2 from an inland land. Well, we could do here or here. They're not blighting up there now. They're building a city in here. It's annoying. We could put another explorer in there easily. So why don't we do that? Put one in here. Just leave him there. I mean, he could still go there. That's fine. That's 4 damage. And just have less in here because right now it's overloading because of the Dahan conversion. Oh, wait, and then, yeah, they both got killed anyways, so why not? Oh no, how terrible. Sands. Add a town. Okay, towns can go into wetlands or jungles, not mountains, ideally. Well, certain mountains might be okay. Let's put that wetland again. And over here, can go into this wetland, I think. That's fine. I think we're on stage 3. No, stage 2, another stage 2 card. Okay. So, that's fine. So, we can do that, and we can repeat it to no effect. Okay. So here, the Ravage in the mountains. We can smash up this place pretty well. We could smash up that place. We have 4 damage, so yeah, I think smashing up this place makes sense. And Process Rampage is going to happen here, where there's a town and an explorer. Nice, nice. All right. And here we are again. So the only blight is here, where there's an extra 2 damage, so we could do Encompassing Ward this turn to deal with that pretty easily. We have Indomitable Claim, which we don't really need, so we'll save that for maybe next turn for this land or something like that. We gain another power and see what we get. Rights of the land's rejection. Growth through sacrifice is back. Invaders do not build. We need a sacred site, but we could use that here. It's kind of fun. Kind of like it there. It has good elements. This actually has better elements for us. But we do need the earth sometimes. So I'm going to click that. And get to 3 card plays. And he doesn't have a damaging power now. Do we try to gain a power card that has damage on it just so we can actually make use of this? I think so. None of these say damage. Whoops. Renewing Rain is good elements for our innate, so is Sky Stretches. Using a power fast is nice. You can like stop builds with that. Yeah, let's go with Sky Stretches. So we're gonna play this just for the elements probably. Well, we could just take the animal here instead. Maybe we'll just do that. Take the animal. Where do we want presents? Probably here. Play those 2 cards. We still get to our 2nd level, so that animal was helpful. And add our presents. Let's get to 3 card plays someday. And yeah, Encompassing Ward on ourselves gets the defend we need there. And we can still only play 1 more card. We were gonna Sky Stretches for some reason. Guess it stops builds, stops a build. Another build. I want to play that and that on myself. That would be great. But it doesn't do... I want Dahan in there too. That would be so good to get Dahan in there. Don't think we can manage that. I guess if we gather the town, then we don't need to play Encompassing Ward. And then we can do this. And then we can actually stop. Can we get Dahan into there? We can get Dahan into there for the counterattack. That's what I really want to do. So Sky Stretch is on me. Oh wait, we need a Sky Stretches there, so it doesn't actually matter. But we may as well play Draw the Fruitful Earth. We want to gather this town. So then this is just 3 damage, and it's fine. We could use this to push Dahan, but I want to use it to not build and get... I guess it doesn't actually do much. It doesn't do much, does it? Let's push these Dahan instead. We can handle a 3-land ravage situation. Coastal land, move town 1 or 2 lands inland. Choose a land with disease. Do 2 damage to invaders, 2 damage to Dahan. Cool. So this town can get destroyed by the next part. Oh, defend 1 per Dahan. That's nice too. So this town can just end up in this super land. And the same thing for that other town. Destroy that. We get some bonus defend. We get some fear. Remove 1 explorer and town from the land with beast, or 1 from the land adjacent. We could stop them building in here. Yeah, I think stopping them in this blighted land is pretty good. The land shark. Placement of the energy and income. Oh, because it like has 2 big eyes. Yeah, we could potentially adjust the circle image to maybe move its face a little bit down or something like that. Those are things we adjust. Depends on like which corner of the screen they're in though, so. Coastal lands are here, so no escalation. All right, we get to do 4 damage in a land. So probably this or this. That's totally cleared out though by it, so, but we could just defend it. Earth can trivially defend that by reclaiming if he wants. Or we could just destroy it. Why don't we get rid of this city though? If we get rid of the city, we're that much closer to winning the game, right? Winning the game, you say? Alright, and draw towards the fruitful earth. We can stop a couple builds if we could reach, but we can't. Oh yeah, we can. 1, 2. I mean, the build there doesn't matter. But... oh, and we can make a land with more than 3 Dahan, but oh, that doesn't matter. That jungle is wild. What's in there? 14 damage worth. That would blight, it helpfully points out. Okay. Yeah, so this Ravage, we just have to pop, we can go Indomitable Claim in there. And so let's see if we get, just want to keep trying to get a card that says damage on it. So let's go for it. Major though. Poisoned Land. That's pretty sweet here. For each Blight and Strife. We don't have a lot of Blight and Strife. 2 damage, destroy all explorers. That would add a Blight in the jungle there. That's also pretty good. It's fast, which doesn't really matter. Destroy all Dahan. I don't like that part. Let's go for Pyroclastic Flow. We have lots of presence in mountains. We could actually use it here and not have to defend that. And we don't even need the damage boost. It doesn't do anything. But we will have the damage boost. Alright, let's get rid of this. It was fine for the one moment we wanted it. And we're adding another presence to get to 3 cards. Make a big pile. We have lots of cards. I don't know. What do I click? Stillness, I guess. Still don't get a repeat. It's hard to get those. So we don't actually have to Indomitable Claim unless we just like decide we're just gonna blow that up for a bunch of fear. Maybe we just blow that up for a bunch of fear. That's better, right? We lose a presence, but it's pretty sweet. Indomitable Claim is pretty sweet. Alright, so let's add a power card so we get... we can do Indomitable Claim in that land then, because there's 2 Dahan there, they're fine. Elements? Prowling Panthers? Prowling Panthers, you say? That's good. Let's put presence in one of these lands. Play all my cards. Looks good. Furious Might. Furious Might. Indomitable Claim. Take another Earth. It doesn't really do anything for us, but it seems fun. We don't get that threshold. I don't know that we wanted it anyway. Increase damage by 3. Oh, we still have to assign damage. There's that many towns. So it got us an extra town destroy. There are a whole bunch of towns. We're destroying all the explorers. There's still a town and a half left there. Cool. Let's prevent them from building in a land. it doesn't matter that they build? Sure. Once per board, place town instead of explorer. And also defend 1 per Dahan. So we didn't even have to defend this, basically. We just add hasties. Skip the build. Sounds good. Exact wording is annoying. Even if you have to kill everything, it still asks you have the option to damage the explorers first. Yeah, maybe you want to not destroy all the buildings because of a ravage or something, right? Like, or some reason, you have some other reason. There's always weird things that you can do in Spirit Island, so. Yeah, there's situations where you don't want buildings destroyed. Slave Rebellion or other reasons. So this is the Explore. So towns are coming first. So let's just put more in this jungles because we can manage it. And then here, I don't mind putting more in this jungle because it's also the big one. We are now firmly in stage 3. The panthers are prowling. If target land has beast, destroy 1. So the build was skipped, but they're building next turn. So we could, yeah, there's a double build here, right? So, oh, but that doesn't work in those lands. We can stop the build here. We could just destroy a town here, but we can also, I'm wondering. Destroy a town or an explorer there. This does 4 damage, so we can destroy all the towns there. It's kind of exciting. I feel excited about that. So let's do that. That stops cities from being built in the back. And Gift of Power. I'm going to say give it to Vital Strength so they can get feature soon. Lure of the Unknown is here. Kind of doesn't do enough at this stage of the game. It does have fine elements and it's free. So I'm going to click on it. Generally, I click on it if it shows up. It doesn't do damage. That's true. It doesn't do damage. Okay. There's no Ravage. We have a double build there. Double build here. Here we're reclaiming. We have do not build. We could use rights here pretty easily. We can play 4 cards. We play 4 cards. We have enough cheap cards to play 4 cards. Presence at range 0. We need a sacred site, so sure. Well, rights of lands rejection there. And 2 other cards that cost 1. So this one, this does get us a lot of damage, which we could use in maybe that land where they're going to build a city. Sure. And so over here, reclaiming seems right. Pyroclastic flow could be used over here or something, or we could get a different major. We could just gain another major power and use both of these. Kind of on board for that. Especially if they say damage. That says damage, this says damage, and it's awesome and it works really well with Lure of the Unknown. We don't get the threshold though. This says damage and targets lands we care about. Partially. And any other reason to take it? We don't get the threshold on anything here. I guess we do on flow like water, but it doesn't say damage. Let's do that. Let's forget. To power. I don't know. And we get to play 4 cards. We don't have 4 cards. Let's put presents. Continue putting presents at range 0. We're not going anywhere. We've gained cards for every turn for the last while. Alright. I'm sure that's stuff. Sure, we're defending. And we are stopping the build there twice. And we're giving you damage boost. So we're not actually stopping anything. I guess we lure the unknown, stop something. We can stop the double build here, which seems probably wise. Alright. Cool. More cities. They don't ravage inlands. That's fun. We're gonna be, and we also send the Dahan away. They can go in here. Good thing we're doing 1,000,000 damage with our innate down here. Sands and wetlands. We're also doing 1,000,000 damage with accelerated rot in potentially the same land, so we're doing 7 damage with that. So maybe the other card needs to hit somewhere else, but we can't reach that land. There's no other like awesome land. 7 damage does kill 2 cities. This is going to be 6, 7, 8 damage, which also doesn't kill enough. Yeah, I couldn't put presence closer though. If I hit it, I do move my presence, but it doesn't. It's kind of too late, isn't it? So I think this needs to hit in here. For maximum effect. And we can defend that with our guard the healing land and also remove the blight. That's pretty good for next turn. Gather up to 1. So we can use this somewhere. Maybe here, I guess. Gather up to 1. And murder. Murder all. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And the Panthers can destroy the town here, which deals with that ravage roughly. Alright, there's still a lot happening still. So let's see. So we have a double ravage, coastal and jungle sands. So if we defend 1 here, everything's taken care of there, including the build, which is nice. Here we have to reclaim, basically. And oh yeah, we can put a presence here. Why haven't we putting presence there in the past? I don't know. We should have. That would have been wise. Okay, that land is taken care of. Check. That land is taken care of doubly. That land is taken care of. This one isn't. This one isn't. This one can be with this card. Guess Pyroclastic Flow works pretty well here, right? if I can get the damage boost, which I maybe can get. Let's see. That is not sure. That one is fine. That one is fine. That one is fine enough. All right. Let's see. I could give Defend 2. Actually, yeah, if I give Defend 2 to Devouring Teeth Lurk Underfoot, then that solves that land, and a bunch that are sort of halfway solved as well. So, and we could even pop a presence in somewhere else to make sure we need to, like here. Right now we have 5 damage over top of our defend already, so it doesn't quite deal with it. There's that. What are we doing down here? We have a novel claim. We need more energy. Gotta get to +6. We can do this, but if we gain a power card, we don't have enough energy to play all our cards anyways. Our cards are expensive. So let's do this and just play all our cards. I want to put presence in here for more defense. We might put a nominal claim in there anyways. I think we probably do. Actually, in which case, let's not put presence there. Oh, we have to though, right? Because nominal claim is range 1. Yeah. We don't have to put it there. We could put it here. Let's put it there. Or somewhere else. It doesn't need to be there, it just needs to be range 1 from there. Or it could be like here. Okay. Oh, also we have defend 9. So we have lots of options. We don't even need a nominal claim, turns out. We don't get the plus damage on that, but we don't have to play that. We could use that somewhere else. We don't have to play that. We could play Accelerated Rot instead, and maybe we get the threshold on this if we like play one more plant and one more sun. Do we have such a card? We have such a card. That's cool. We're probably fine then, right? I think that's taken care of in many ways. Losing is also an option. You're right. I could repeat a card with a cost of 3 or less. You are right. You are correct. So Encompassing Ward just turns off all of the blight icons on the board except for one. Look at this cool icon. You know, we had to put all the permutations of what could happen in these boxes. Fun fact. Though there is technically a mountain that could ravage there, so it's not. Maybe there's more permutations than we thought of. Anyways, don't let my bragging get out of the way, in the way. So here we still have 5 damage coming through, so we could skip all actions there. There are no Dahan there, so we may as well just do the skip. Yeah, it shows the lands that are building. You can see sand and wetlands and the lands that are ravaging. I think it puts... I don't know why the mountains aren't there. There is a version that shows mountains as well as all 4 land types. Maybe it's confused with coastal lands somehow. I'm not sure there. It's not a very common case. Oh, right. That's a coastal icon. I don't know why I was thinking that was something else. Jungle, sands, coast. Hey, look, it's right. That blue means coastal. Yeah. Look at that. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Defend 9. I guess it's here, just in case they... Oh, right. There's not actually protected fully. But... that's just gonna have to be okay. And Gift of Strength could repeat. Guard the Healing Land, which isn't really necessary. Could repeat. Absorb Corruption is not necessary. Encompassing Ward isn't necessary. So let's repeat Ferocious Rampage. I think it's probably better than Mark Territory. Fearful mobs, invaders do +3 damage per land. Inlands, well, good thing we put that there. I think that we're still not adding blight, even with the effect. Oh, maybe there's one. There's one land that's, it says, is adding blight. I'm not sure where. We'll get to see here. This one? Because there are 3 or more invaders there. Okay, so we're short on that land. But we can just remove up to 4 health of them. Or we could, like, almost win the game here. Whatever. Let's remove the 4 health. We don't have to remove all the health. It's up to, right? Now it's not blighting. We can leave the town to get destroyed. Can I stop? Let me stop. I should be able to stop, right? I think this is an issue with Depart the Dangerous Land. Up to 4 health worth. Let's report an issue. It's a very small issue, but Depart the Dangerous Land should let me remove less invader health. It says up to. Not a big deal, but you know what? We want it to be right. That's how we like to make our games. We will fix that. Maybe you need that fear to win. I don't think we need the fear to win. But it's possible. Especially when the difficulty goes up. Add those attachments. All right. So it's making us remove the pieces. Womp womp. In which case, I don't know why I even asked if it was forcing 4. Should have just done it. And here, is there like a build we can stop? No, because they're all, I guess here, we can remove the city. Because they're not actually ravaging there. Remove 1 explorer or town from a land with presence or a city from a sacred site. Wow. We don't have a city with a sacred site. We could have, if we knew the cards, we could have probably managed it, maybe, I don't know. Again, building in sands and wetlands is not really helping here. I guess here, there's less stuff in that wetland. Sure. We can remove a town from that one. If we don't build a city, they aren't going to build anyway. Another fear card. Each land with Dahan, remove 2 explorers or 1 town. If at least 2 Dahan are present, also remove a city. Alright, we're just going through each land. Oh, again, I shouldn't have removed that town because of whatever. It's fine. Fear. I think we're doing okay. I think we're winning in the slow phase. For some reason. Explorer's gonna explore. All right. This is where we win. Goodbye, invaders. Your cities are gone. Earth has accelerated the rot. There are no cities on the island. Earth and teeth have prevailed. Will they pre-vow? No one mentioned my typo. Yes, they pre-vowed. All right. And we got 48 points that time. Thanks everyone for tuning in for the Horizons of Spirit Island preview. There are 3 more spirits that we're going to show in upcoming streams. I can show you them here briefly. We saw Devouring Teeth tonight and Eyes Watch from the Trees. But coming up, we have Fathomless Mud of the Swamp and Rising Heat of Stone and Sand, along with Sunbright Whirlwind. Yeah, lots of fun to play these new spirits. And if you're wondering, we are also working on Jagged Earth, but Horizons is coming first. So hope you enjoyed the preview, and we'll see you out there in Spirit Island land. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.